Hey guys, this is Rachel from Cypress Textiles, and today we're going to be making the Orchid motif from the 2024 VVCAL. So we're going to start as always with a slip knot and chain 3, and then slip stitch in the third chain from the hook to make a ring, and then straight into this ring I'm going to make a beginning 3 TR cluster, so 3 treble cluster. So I'm going to start with a beginning treble, which is just single crochet and chain 2. And now I'm going to make a 2 treble cluster, which paired with this beginning treble is going to be the beginning 3 treble cluster. So I yarn over twice, insert my hook and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook twice. So that's once and that's twice, and then just repeat this again to make my next leg of my cluster. So now I've got 3 loops, and I'm just going to yarn over and draw the yarn through all 3 loops, and that's going to be the first 3 treble cluster of my round. All right, so now I'm going to chain 3 and then make a regular 3 treble cluster in my ring. So just yarn over twice, insert my hook, and make those legs of the cluster just like that. And now I've got 3 legs for my cluster, and I'm going to draw the yarn through all 4 loops on my hook and chain 3. And I'm going to make a 3 treble cluster, chain 3 4 more times, so I have a total of 6 clusters and 6 chain spaces. Okay, so my round is complete, and I've joined with a slip stitch in the first cluster, and now I'm going to work into this chain space here with another beginning 3 TR cluster. So we're going to do the same thing we did at the beginning of the last round, and then I'm going to chain 2. Okay, so there we are, and now I'm going to work a 3 treble cluster and then chain 2 in the same chain space. And 3 treble cluster, chain 2 in the same chain space again. So you're going to have 3 treble clusters and 3 chain spaces now. 3 chain 2 spaces. Okay, so I'm going to work this in every chain space around. So it's going to be 3 treble cluster, chain 2, 3 treble cluster, chain 2, and 1 more 3 treble cluster, chain 2 in every chain space around. So you're going to have 18 clusters and 18 chain spaces. Okay, so my round is complete now, and I've joined with a slip stitch in the first cluster of the round, the beginning cluster. And now I'm just going to do a very simple round of 3 single crochet in every chain space around. All right, so just in every chain space, go ahead and make your 3 single crochet, and once you're back to the beginning, join with a slip stitch in that first single. Okay, so that simple round is complete, and now we're going to do the next round, which is going to start in the next stitch with a actually we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch and then make a beginning DC in the next stitch after that. So we're just going to slip stitch into this next stitch, and in the next stitch we're going to do a single crochet, chain 1 for the first DC of the round, and then chain 1 again as a chain space, and double crochet in the next stitch. Now we're going to chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, and now we're going to make 2 DC cluster. So just yarn over in the next stitch and insert your hook, pull up a loop, draw the yarn through 2 loops on your hook, and make that again, and you're going to have 3 loops on the hook, draw the yarn through all 3 loops to close your 2 DC cluster. Now you're going to chain 1 and 2 DC cluster again in the same stitch, and that's going to be your corner. Now chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Now chain 1, but don't skip 1, just double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and make your corner, your 2DC cluster, chain 1, 2DC cluster, and this corner goes in the center single crochet of these 3. So you're skipping 1 and then working into the next single crochet with 2DC cluster, chain 1, 2DC cluster. Okay, and I'll show you how the side looks here. Make sure between these 2 center double crochet that you're not skipping a stitch. So you can see where all the stitches are placed here, and just continue all the way around. Okay, so the round is complete now, and I'm gonna make the second to last round now. These next 2 rounds are gonna be single crochet rounds. So for this second to last round, we're gonna do single crochet in the next chain space and all of the stitches leading up to the corner chain space, but we're gonna skip over this 2DC cluster. So once you've worked into this chain space right before the corner, skip this 2DC cluster and then 3 single crochet in the next chain space, and that's going to be our corner. Now skip the cluster and just work across these 9 stitches and spaces until you get to the next corner, and just make sure you're skipping the clusters there, and just work your 3 single crochet in the corner chain space. All right, so now I'm at my next corner. I'm gonna 3 single crochet, and then I'll show you how the side looks. Okay, so that's how the side is looking there. Okay, so now my round is complete, and I've joined with the slip stitch in the first single crochet, and now I'm just going to work my final round, which is very easy. We're just gonna work starting in the next stitch. We're gonna make single crochet in all of the stitches across until we get to the center single crochet of this 3 single corner, and we're gonna make 3 single crochet in that corner. Okay, so then just work single crochet in all the stitches across and 3 singles in the corner, and then your motif will be finished looking like this. And this has been the Orchid motif from the 2024 VVCAL, and I'll see you on the next one.